What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about two stocks we bought today, along with your overall market recap, as these are your market minutes. We're going to be talking a little bit about Mindmed as it hit fresh 52-week highs yet again today, and just news because we're talking all about gold and silver. Gold and silver is rallying, gold's above 1850. We're going to get into that. And then at the end of this video, we're also going to talk just about our favorite stocks and some interesting stocks that have been moving and catching my attention. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little more simple and straightforward, so let's get straight into it. And last but not least, if you do support me, the channel, and all the videos, I need a few things. That first thing is to kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, and it helps my videos so very much, along with cashing that subscribe button and ringing the market bell for notifications, as I want to keep this channel growing, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I wanted to say was I will be dropping a brand new video, a follow-up video, and addressing just some of the issues that we've had in the Mindmed community over the last couple days, talking about their LSD and cluster headaches and just a bit of misinformation. So we'll be dropping that video on Departures stocks. We did get some information directly from the company regarding that, and everything is all good. So I'll make that video for you guys, drop it, and it should be up by the time this video launches. But tune into Departure Stocks. We also have 1.21k subscribers now, so thank you so much, guys. Let's get this channel to, 2,000 subscribers in the next short term, as it's been growing way faster than what I've expected. We also have some really good other videos, not just Mindmed videos on the channel. A lot of gold and silver, uranium, copper, some really interesting topics that have actually gained traction. These videos have gone up, like my copper video randomly just went over 1,000 views. So there's lots of diversity on Departure Stocks, so make sure to tune into our brand new channel and subscribe. Let's get straight into comment of the day now. We did get a bunch of comments, so we'll save Doc some work and just blow through these comments. Brent, so thankful for Aaron's daily Mindmed update videos. Excited to watch. Hopefully this channel blows up. Fingers crossed, man. Me too. I'm currently 12 hours ahead in Vietnam. Making money while I sleep is the bee's knees. Lucky you, man. I wish I was traveling. I really miss Asia sometimes. We got a few requests. Can you do a video on Mindmed? I have shares in it and wondering what price would be the best to sell at. That's from JF. So like I said, we will be making a video not about selling shares, because I never recommend you guys to buy or sell. These videos are never financial advice, but JP Rowe can never make these live sessions. However, here are some micro cap picks I have entered recently: KS, Klondike, Silver, NXS, Nexus Gold, and AIS Resources. So we will be taking a look at new stocks on Departures Stocks. That's what the channel is all about. We can make videos much faster, easier, on the fly with more opinions. Joseph Dredd, frustrating indeed that people are unwilling to take responsibility for their own investment decisions, but instead blame someone who mentioned it, spoke about it, or podcasted about it. That's from Joseph Dredd. So that is just another, reminder that these videos are never financial advice, and one should never really blame someone for talking about a stock, just simply giving their opinion. I mean, it's a different story if someone's saying, hey, you should buy this stock. I really think that, but that's something that I never say here on Departures Capital, and have never said and never will say. So I talk about what I do, but always remember that, guys. Next comment day goes to Ian. I love watching Friday's live videos. I got most of all these week's videos watched, and I must say they were very interesting. Have a great weekend. Hope you had a great weekend, Ian. Hype, 18-year-old investor. Mindmed has been great. Love to hear it. JP Rowe, AAG. New photo of that red truck. Love it. Seriously, great pick, though. Already loaded up on them. However, today dove into a fair position into the silver mile with Klondike Silver. It broke out of its base. So one of the stocks that we did buy today is a silver company, so we will be talking about that. And then just a couple more comments from Lawi, Gianfranco, and Nienke about Mindmed. So thanks for the comments, guys. I appreciate it. And let's get straight into the market recap first. Talk about gold and silver. Super excited today, guys. Gold and silver looking like it's making a break. And also wanted to remind you guys that we did post our December section in our full access insider group. This is Departures Capital's private membership group, $10 a month or $100 a year, if you want to see all of the stocks that we own, all the trades that we make, weekly private videos. Thing I reminded myself, because we just posted the first week of December's video there in the full access insider group. So take a look, guys. That's our program. That's the one and only affordable monthly subscription thing that we do have going for this channel. So anyways, let's get into the market recap now. So we are actually seeing a red day. The Dow and the S&P in the red with the Nasdaq in the green. Dow slips on Intel woes and restrictions. The Dow fell Monday, led by Intel and broad-based weakness in value stocks as rising global illness restrictions offset optimism over an imminent vaccine rollout and signs of progress on a stimulus deal. So stimulus, aka higher gold and silver prices. Let's go. The Dow is, however, holding 30,000, so I gotta say I'm pretty happy with that. And I do think that we've got the potential to actually break out and not just, touch 30,000 and then stop there. I think on stimulus, we're gonna keep on running and probably hit fresh all-time highs. It's still almost $1 trillion worth of stimulus, and I think that the S&P 500 has probably another 100 to 200 points before we run into some profit taking or something like that. I think that the market still has a little bit of room to run over the next few months, but we may see some volatility moving into 2021. Now let's take a look at gold, guys. Gold's up another $22 per ounce, up 1.2%. Silver is up 1.09%, which is kind of weird because silver is actually underperforming gold. Gold's getting a little bit more of a safe haven bid. Now let's take a look and see what Kitco has to say about gold. And this was something that I was very happy to see, guys. Of course, I'm happy to see the gains in Mindmed, but it's nice to see both sectors of my portfolio, or at least the main chunks, performing, which is gold and silver. I've been positioning myself for this move for so long, since the summer, essentially. Mindmed was a gift over the past couple months. Mindmed supported the portfolio over the past couple months, the fact that it's ran over 500% now, but, we're still long gold and silver. I haven't forgotten about this. Gold and silver prices are solidly up midday US trading Monday on strong rebounds from overnight selling pressure. Gold hit a 2-week high. Silver hit a 3-week high. There is some keener risk aversion in the marketplace to start the trading week, which prompted a buy the dip move by the precious metal traders, including some safe haven demand. The near-term technical postures for gold and silver have significantly improved the past few sessions, which also invited some chart-based buying today. So some major repair on the charts, and this is something that I'm super excited about. So let's see what Standard Chartered has to say. So gold price to return to 2,000 in just a couple of months. So isn't this funny, guys, how things change? Oh my gosh, gold, bear market's the bull market's over, gold's going to 1,500, blah blah blah, and then sentiment just shifts again, and oh my gosh, we're heading back to 2,000 for sure. I didn't even think twice when I saw the dip in gold and I saw gold continue to sell. I knew eventually we would hit a point where gold looks oversold. It's still a store of value, and I see some news right there for Turmalina, so we'll talk about that in a second. But anyways, let's take a look and see what Standard Chartered has to say real quick here. Despite some short-term obstacles, gold will return to its peak of 2,000 an ounce in the next couple of months. In November, gold was oversold, and I was buying the whole way down. Yes, I was, and I kept talking about it. The videos kept getting less and less views, but I guess people tend to go where the money is going, and at the time it wasn't going into gold. But here we are. So provisional estimates imply net outflows of 112 tons in November. The net redemptions were the largest since November 2016, the last US election. If outflows continue at the current pace, December would mark the second largest on record, only behind the outflows of April 2013. What this means for gold is that despite some short-term resistance at certain levels, the precious metal is likely to return to $2,000 an ounce in the first quarter of next year, and we're not that far off. One thing that people forget is, okay, gold moved down $200-300 per ounce, but we're talking 10 to 15%. That's not big. That's not a big percentage. That wasn't a big pullback. It's a pretty healthy pullback. So while fragile, lower range bound trading is likely in the near term beyond near-term corrections, a weaker US dollar, negative real rates, concerns surrounding inflation, and expectations of further fiscal stimulus amid accommodative monetary policy are likely to keep gold prices risk skewed to the upside. So we know this, guys. Now let's talk about some results for Turmalina, and Turmalina finally put out some results, although the stock isn't moving much today. Turmalina is actually in the red, but some good high-grade results. So Turmalina intersects 6 meters at 23.7 grams per ton gold near the surface at San Francisco. Turmalina Metals today announced high-grade near-surface drill results at San Francisco project in Argentina. Phase 2 drilling has identified strong near-term oxide gold mineralization at the top of the breccia pipe, with recent drill holes designed to test this oxide zone. So include 22 meters at 7.9 grams per ton, 6 meters at 23 grams per ton. So let's see what their CEO had to say. And I've been waiting to give you guys an update for Turmalina Metals, and I did in fact. Actually, there was 3 stocks we bought today. Sorry, guys, I lied. So we'll talk about those 3 stocks that I bought. CEO Dr. Rohan Wolf states the intersection of nearly ounce per ton gold grades in the first holes to directly target the oxide zone at San Francisco is extremely encouraging. These high gold grades are within meters of the surface and part of a 20-meter thick blanket of high-grade oxide gold that our exploration team is currently modeling. 2 drill rigs are focused on testing the deeper parts of the breccia pipe beneath current drilling. So, good results, that's what I like to see. Seasonal factors to add fuel to gold's rally. Mickey Fulp. Gold market continues to see a significant recovery in December as it reclaims lost ground, and one mining investor and newsletter writer said that gold's rally will only strengthen due to positive season factors. Let's see what he had to say. I'm not buying right now, but I know people who started buying a couple weeks ago. We could still see a season low in gold, so the time to buy is mid-December. With the path that we are on right now, there is no doubt that more stimulus is coming. We're past due for a substantial run in commodities, and mid-December, that's next week. So, I mean, unless gold crashes in the next week, I think that we've hit a bottom at 1767-ish, but like he said, we might see some pullbacks, but today, another green day, and we'll take it. So are hedge funds losing their grip on gold as ETF buyers are key to breaking 1850? CTFC, disaggregated commitment of traders report for December 1st showed money managers decrease their speculative long gold positions in COMEX futures by 3,057 contracts. The short-term focus remains on gold's ability to challenge and potentially break the band of resistance between 1850 and 1860. So guys, we remain above that at 1864 running into the close. So this is the first day being above 1850, 1860. And let's pray that we hold it all week, because that will look very good for gold. That will repair the charts quite a lot in terms of, the technicals. And so far, so good. So day by day, so far, so good. Let's not, say the worst is over. I mean, I kind of think it is, but once again, not all your eggs in one basket. And I've got some really good news for First Majestic Silver. Let's read one more quick paragraph. So last week, gold and silver tried to rally and reverse the trend. They failed this morning after turning around unchanged until about midnight. Suddenly, the sellers showed up until 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. The selling was moderate. By 3:30 a.m., the sellers were out in force, dropping gold about $20 and silver about half a cent. Then we saw the run. So First Majestic to pay first dividend in 2021 as it holds record cash. The company said it will pay a quarterly dividend of 1% of its net revenue starting in the first quarter of 2021. So Keith Neumeyer had some encouraging words. Let's see what he had to say. The announcement of our inaugural dividend policy is a major milestone for the company and validates the overall strength and sustainability of the business given our robust operations in Mexico. Keith Neumeyer, CEO of First Majestic, said this new quarterly dividend also gives shareholders even greater leverage to silver prices. As the dividend is tied to the revenues of the company, I expect we will continue to benefit from improved profitability in the years ahead. To be able to build on this initial dividend level. That's very, very exciting, guys. The company said net revenues total $125.9 million, representing a 30% increase due to higher metal prices and the sale of $25 million worth of stockpiled metal inventory held over the prior quarter. So we did interview Keith Neumeyer, and he talked all about, timing the market, not selling the silver that he had, waiting for the right time, and that just shows his industry expertise. So guys, now let's talk about the companies that we bought today, and there was actually 3, so I don't know how I forgot about this one. Of course, the first one that I did add today, just a little bit, I said I would add it if it gets below 80 cents. Just added a few thousand shares, not too much. That was Turmalina Metals, and we're down here at 79 cents now. 52-week low of 27 cents. But in terms of, the initial IPO price, I believe we're very close to that initial IPO price of right around 70 cents. So Turmalina has been putting out some pretty high grade results. I thought, oh, what can I add to? What's the worst performing stock in my portfolio, at least in my one portfolio? And that was at the time Turmalina. So averaged down a little bit, still feel confident in the company. The second stock that we added to was, actually this was not adding to, this was actually taking my first position in the company, and that was CloudMD. So this was actually really good timing, guys. Today bought it around 12 o'clock, and the stock, I believe, right around 209, 210, and it ran all the way up to 226 intraday. We're currently trading for 220, so up 10 cents on that position already, about 5%. I love when that happens, but it doesn't always happen. But the charts look really good for CloudMD. I've been watching this thing fall from like 320, 52-week highs of 343. I think this sector is due for a rebound. And then, of course, the third stock that we added to the portfolio was IPT. Now, I dropped a video this morning. It was a sponsored video, so check it out if you want to see it. Once again, it was sponsored, and at the time I didn't own any of the stock, but I looked at it. I looked at the charts when I was actually making the video, and these charts were looking pretty awesome. You know, I noticed that the stock was consistently making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and it looks like it's just gearing up for some kind of a breakout. So this looks like a wedge to me. I, am bullish on the silver and gold prices. So if we're forming a wedge, especially for this one, and Impact Silver is one of the most pure play silver producers and explorers. I mean, it's about 5 times leverage play on silver. So if we get a big move up for silver, which fingers crossed we do get, I think that this thing is going to make a breakout and potentially could make a breakout to fresh 52-week highs. So small position, once again, not a really big position, but saw the charts, couldn't resist. I think that this thing is going to be a winner. So fingers crossed. Not financial advice, guys. That's simply just my opinion. So please do your own research and due diligence above and beyond just watching my video. I never want to be responsible for anybody's losses. I mean, okay, thank me if you learned about a stock on my channel, but don't hold me responsible. That's all. So anyways, guys, so those are the 3 stocks that we bought. This is the reasoning behind them. Now let's take a look at some stocks that I am looking at today still. So we're always looking at stocks. That's what I do every single day. And I'll be honest right now, TAT, Lifestyle, and Wellness is looking pretty good right now, around $3. Still haven't picked some up since we sold at the peak around $4.15. I've been tempted to. I will say that the charts are looking pretty good. So far, the stock has made higher lows over the last couple months, although it looks like we're going to be testing it right now. See if we make those lower lows. Things are looking pretty good so far for TAT. At $3 might be an interesting time to take a look at a swing trade, but I haven't done it yet, but I will let you guys know if I do. Now, one stock that has been absolutely on fire and continues to run, Else Nutrition Holdings. The stock up another 4.43%, pulled back after hitting those fresh 52-week highs above $4. Still doesn't even have a $400 million market cap. I think that this company will be a $1 billion company at one point, and so far it's been making higher lows. So some nice consolidation going on around just above $4. And Else continues to be a winner. So we'll see where it goes from here, guys. This is definitely one stock that remains on my watch list, and I'm happy that I didn't sell all of it. Did sell all of it in one account, but not all of it in the other. Actually didn't sell any of it in my other account, so that's good news. And then the last stock I wanted to take a look at, didn't buy any, didn't sell any recently, but it has been a very good performer. And this is one thing I've noticed, because I follow very closely each and every one of my positions, and I love when you get those stocks that just tend to perform well on green days. Like, we didn't see great performance in all of our silver mining stocks today, despite silver being up. But Discovery Metals has consistently been able to deliver like a 5 to 10% daily gain on good days. So I award good performance in a sense, and my mind, takes note of that. So like a stock like Silver One, it's done that a couple times, but today is not performing as well. I take note of certain stocks and their short-term past performance, And then that also influences, my decision as to when I'm looking to add more. Some stocks I buy because I feel like they're oversold. Other stocks I like to pick up more of because they've been good performing stocks. So that's something that, you guys should also probably take into account. Keep an eye on all of your companies and how they perform day to day, week to week, and just keep an eye on things. So anyways, guys, that's it for the video. I wanted to express how happy I am for the gold and silver sector. It's nice to see the metals running, gold and silver recovering. I think we've got a ton more upside for both. Gold closing the day strong around 1865. I think that, if this keeps up, when we get an official stimulus deal, we could be over 1900. Eventually we'll run into some resistance, but weak US dollar, more stimulus on the way, economy not doing as good as the stock market is reflecting. So I think that gold and silver is setting itself up for a really great trade in 2021, and I remain very, very long in the sector. Also, the psychedelic sector is doing really good, so once again, we will be making that Mindmed video, that update. And anyways, that's it for the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and always remember, guys, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.